Hi guys, welcome back to Mains and Mayhem. We're doing something a little different for this episode. We're going to switch things up and talk to each of the girls about one of their most favorite products that they use here at the salon, Savannah Ray Beauty. So the first one that we're going to talk to is Jiana. Jiana is our curl queen. So I'm actually really interested to hear what she has to say about her favorite product because it's going to be on a different level than some of the other girls. She hits a different clientele sometimes, so she's got a really interesting way of looking at products and hair that I think a lot of the other girls may not necessarily know. So, Jiana, what is the product that you want to talk about today?
So the product I want to talk about today is called the United U Dry High Dry Shampoo.
Ooh! So if you're not familiar with Unite's dry shampoo line, they have a ton of options. They've got 3 different dry shampoos and 1 dry conditioner. It's a very large dry line. The one that Jiana wants to focus on is the volumizing version, which I love that because that is one that I sometimes struggle with because sometimes it can feel like I always shy away from volumizing because it can feel gritty.
Yeah, kind of gritty and a little bit of like product buildup, honestly.
Yeah, okay. So why is that one of your most favorite?
I actually learned this about like a year, maybe 2 years now into my hair career journey that a lot of people use dry shampoo after the fact that their hair is dirty, it's dry, like a pick-me-up, which isn't wrong, but I feel like people need to start using it as a preventative and as a last step style. After shampooing and after styling, pop that in there, and then I feel like it lasts way longer in the hair and you don't get that product buildup that most people get on their scalp.
So will you use that the same day that you wash your hair?
Yes.
So it'd almost be like a finishing product.
Exactly, like a hairspray or a texture spray, or in this case, a volume dry shampoo.
Heck yeah. Okay. I've never used it that way. I could see that working really well.
I love it so much better, and you can physically feel that it distributes a little bit better because when the hair is dirty, the hair is sticking together, the hair is on your scalp. You put it in there, you're trying to rough it up, and it just you have to go wash it out.
Yes, and that's kind of what I sometimes struggle with is like, oh crap, I don't have time to wash my hair. I'll reach for my dry shampoo. And sometimes if your hair is too dirty and you reach for that dry shampoo, you're like, I've never had to wash my hair more than I do now.
It can make it or break it.
Yes, it can make it worse. Okay. So who would you highly recommend this for? What type of hair, what type of client, what type of person?
I would recommend this dry shampoo for someone who feels like as soon as they wash their hair, it's probably oily at the end of the day. But I feel like if you use this after shampooing, after styling, like drying your hair fully and putting it in, you won't think about washing your hair at the end of the day because the product is working as it's in your hair throughout the day. And then you're probably like running your fingers through your hair. You're probably, I don't know, maybe brushing it once or twice a day or just messing with it. It will help the product get more into your hair better throughout the day instead of you using it when the hair is already dirty, because it's not going to move around the hair at all.
And you can take that product and you can massage it through your hair throughout the day, reinvigorate it, make it
even on the ends a little bit. Let's say like you put it on your scalp and you're like, oh yeah, I feel that volume, I feel like it's lifted, but then your ends are a little bit clumped together, or maybe you want your layers to pop more. The volume spray will act kind of like a texturizer.
Ooh, that's a good point.
And it smells really good too, which we'll get into that, but that dry shampoo, this one that I'm talking about, smells really nice.
And I would think that actually that would work really well on fine-haired girls that have long hair, and then they get these layers, and their layers fall into itself. And it's like I could layer like from their ears and down, and I blow dry it, and it's like
still limp. It's still a little bit limp.
And you don't even see the layers, but that could actually really piece it out, volumize those ends, and make you feel like you see those layers.
More tasseled and all that. Yeah, I love big hair, so.
Cool, I love it. Okay, who would you not recommend that for?
Oh, someone with like really thick, dense hair, because that type of hair is more prone to buildup because it's just a lot of hair compacted in on your scalp. And then sometimes with thick hair as well, we need to be a little bit better at rinsing the product out because that's just how you get more buildup product. But with a dry shampoo that's going into densely packed hair, it's not going to give you the same effect it would if your hair was a little bit more on the fine side and not like thin fine, just your hair strands, because your hair strands can be fine, medium, or thick.
Yeah.
So you can have thick hair and thick hair strands, and it just wouldn't do the same effect, I feel like, with someone.
And you could make it look like unruly, unmanageable.
Yes,
just
yes.
way too much. So definitely
Dries
fine
it out.
hair, needs volume, tends to get oily, and falls flat
Exactly.
easily. Yeah, perfect. I love that. Okay, so now we'll get into more of like technical ingredient-based sort of conversation about the product. It also has a juniper fragrance in it, which it's calming, it's relaxing, it supports mental health,
Love it.
it supports cognitive function. You think about putting that in your hair in the morning and you have that surrounding you throughout the day.
Yes.
Yeah, it's going to really help your day move forward in a really calm and functional manner.
Exactly.
Which
It's like
is
an
great.
essential oils mixed in there, so it
Yes.
makes it more on the natural side.
There's also another ingredient in there called zeolite, which it's a mineral that's created when volcanic ash meets lava meets seawater.
Okay.
So when all three come together, it creates this mineral called zeolite, which I'm a total nerd when it comes to like gemstones and stuff like that.
sure.
Okay,
I
total
love-
nerd. And I'm sorry, it's one of those
Crystals.
little secret little, like, oh, I get such a kick out of learning about
Yeah.
it. But the zeolite gemstone, its whole basis is for getting rid of any negative energy.
Purifying.
Yes, it gets rid of.
Detoxifying.
Yes, it absorbs any negative energy and releases it from you. It helps with all of your emotional healing, and it has a really soothing energy.
Ooh, I
So
love that.
for me, I'm like mixing the zeolite with the fragrance and all of that aromatherapy element, plus giving you badass hair. I'm like,
Exactly.
oh, why are we not using this on everybody? You
You're
know?
lightweight, you're airy,
Yes.
and you're all positive.
Yeah, yeah. It's a really cool line and a really cool product. And the thing I love about Unite is they really do strive to organic elements,
Natural.
but that aren't irritating. Because one of the things that I've always said is organic elements sometimes can be the elements that we're most sensitive to.
Yes.
If you have an allergic reaction,
Because it's plants.
9 out of 10 times it's something that grows outside.
Yep.
It's rarely an actual chemical ingredient, but I do find that whatever ingredients they reach for are less like allergy.
Yeah, it won't flare you up and stuff
Yes.
like that.
Yeah, it's a really cool line. It's deceiving because their packaging is so sleek. The product inside of that packaging is
It's something special.
It's
good.
awesome. Yeah. Awesome. Well, be sure to come and check out this volumizing dry shampoo if you have that type of hair that could really use it, because you may be very pleasantly surprised at how well that works for you.
Exactly.
And thank you so much, Jiana, for telling us about your favorite product. And we will be back with another stylist talking about theirs. We'll talk to you soon.
Thanks for having me as always.
Thanks, guys. Bye.
Bye.